Hi, hello. I'm glad you joined me. I'm glad you're here. You watch this video, and I just want to share with you this moment and just be here, be with you in this moment, be present in this moment. That's actually a very interesting topic that we can talk about because all these things like mental presence, um, mindfulness, right? It is actually a very interesting topic, and I've realized how powerful that is, uh, how 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 large of an impact it can have on my life if I just sit straight and set myself free from thoughts, from these constant, incessant chatter in my brain, just like some inner voice is always talking. It is always talking. When I'm lying down in my bed, when I'm sat at work, at my work, when I'm doing something, when I'm doing my household chores, it just talks. It talks. It talks. It talks. It goes on and on and on. And actually, there's nothing wrong about it. It's just how it is. Uh, it's just it just happens to us, basically. But what is interesting that it is not us. This voice inside our head, it does not belong to us. It is not us because uh, if we were that voice, that we could not hear it. Basically, I know that it sounded strange, but if you hear the voice, basically, it automatically means that you are not this voice in your head. For example, how can you identify this voice? Just look around, for example, and your voice probably will start commenting things that are around you, like this is a door, this is a chair, this is a ball, and this voice will um, constantly try to verbalize things around you. I've learned this stuff from the book. It's called Untethered Soul by Michael Singer, and it is a really interesting book to read. So I recommend that to you. And I've realized that when we are doing something, when we are deep into our everyday life, when we just have lots of things to do, we are constantly in this race, you know, uh, busyness, and what we're doing and is we're listening to our inner voice, and it is telling us what we need to do, what we have probably forgotten about, and all these stuff. And there is nothing wrong with that. But what we can do about it is just actually realize that we don't really have to. We can't really do that much, and we either don't have to. What we can do is just um, set ourselves apart from that voice and realize that it is not us. This voice that's telling me, that's dictating to me some thoughts that I think are belongs to me, are mine, belongs to me, are probably, maybe, just maybe, actually not mine. And since I am the one who can hear these thoughts, that can probably mean that I'm not this thought in and of itself. It is not a part of me. It's the true me, myself, true self. it is a little bit deeper than all of this, and it is always like stable and calm. And I realized that everything in this world changes constantly, in incessantly, indefinitely. Um, yeah, infinitely changes. But what does not change? Can you think of things? What things do not change in this world? Name something. Do you know about something that does not change? Mm, okay, of course you can say something like this chair does not change, this book, but actually it does. Your body, of course it changes. It changes every second, every single day, every year. There are always metabolic processes and all this stuff. So it constantly changes. But uh, yeah, and other things like cars, material stuff, all these material objects, even though they may seem that they don't change that much, but actually they do because we can lose them. We can uh, they can break down. They can like get rotten. You know what I mean? Whatever, basically. They are not stable. Nothing in this world is actually like truly stable, and it's not good and it's not bad. It's just how it is. It's just how it goes. And what an interesting thing that we can do about all this is that in instead of trying to control this world, which we actually cannot do, in my opinion, we can control only what's really stable. It is you, and not your body, not your physical appearance, because you cannot really control that as well, your body. Um, you can control your actions, fair enough, probably, really, but you can control your body. You need to feed it. You need to go to the toilet if you this is out of your control. You must do it anyway. Uh, and also, uh, what else can we talk about is you can lose your hand, for example. You can lose your eyes, and because of something that you couldn't control. Imagine you walking down the street and something bad happened and you lost your leg, like you, car crash, accident, something like that. And is that your fault? No, it's not your fault. But could you control this situation? No, you couldn't because you have no control over that person that hit you in their car, you know. But you lost your like some of your limbs or eye, for example, and how can you feel about it? No, if you lost something from your body, that means that you can't really control your body. We can die anyway. We can die every day, probably. And I'm not saying that with something depressive. None of that exists. Depression probably doesn't exist, in my opinion, as well as happiness, by the way. Uh, what exists is just uh, fulfillment, love, and intention to bring love to this world. And this world is truly amazing. And as long as we can sense it, we can feel it, we can touch this world, we can interact with new people, we can bring love to each other. we can do this. We absolutely should do this, and I think that we don't even have to force ourselves to do so. What we really want is just be connected to each other, speak to each other, have sex with each other. I don't know. Just do what we really feel like doing. And yes, why not? Don't stay away from crime. Just don't do anything harmful to other people. Strive to help them, as I'm doing actually. I'm learning languages. I'm on self-improvement because not because in the beginning it was because I found some creators, specifically Hamza and his self-improvement channel. If you don't know him, you can search it up in YouTube. But now something changes in my perspective, in my like view of the things, view of the world, and yeah, I just I want to be myself, just who I am, and probably my words may sound strange for some guy, for some of you, Ma- but I'm not trying. I'm not trying to pretend anyone. I'm just thinking. I've started to think a lot, to analyze myself. What do I really want? What do I truly want? Is that the thing that I truly want? For example, recently I realized that um, bad habits are not actually bad. They're not bad. They're just they're not even habits if we come think about it. These are just some actions that we do. Some of us do it over and over again, and we named it habits. And we want to quit bad habits, and we want to build good habits. And nothing bad about this. This is fine. But what if what if we abstain for a moment from good or bad and just realize uh, what do you really want? Uh, do you really want to quit that bad habit that you think is bad? If yes, then sweet, awesome. Go and do it. And you will probably realize that you are actually were always free of this habit. It's just the realization that you got and that you are not really a slave from this action. Your true self does not want to do it. And so that means that this bad habit that you were considering as bad came from our external reality. It's not something that that is real for that is here for you, and you can quit it with gradually. You can quit it right away if you want, if you genuinely realize something. Of course, not probably not every person can do this right away, but some people can. Some people can. And I realized something with porn, for example. I I just don't even view it as a bad thing. I just view it how it is. I can watch it, I can enjoy it, I can hate it, but I can just uh, be emotionally stable and emotionally detached from it. And that gives me a tremendous realization that, okay, I'm not emotionally invested into it. I don't hate it. I don't like it. But most importantly, both of these emotions, like neither of these emotions, that means I'm kind of indifferent to it. Like it exists. It's fine. We can look at it. We can not look at it. And we may look at it, we may watch it. So, on the other hand, we may not watch it. The same thing with cigarettes, I guess. We may smoke it, we may not smoke it. It's all here, all inside our brain, our consciousness. This is so spiritual, so deep, and I don't want to sound like some guru, some strange person. I'm pretty normal person, like just like you, just like everyone else. And yes, I like developing myself, and I think that development is what I truly want. It is what gives me the purpose of this life. Developing myself and help other people to develop themselves. It is awesome. It is genuinely awesome. Learning languages, training, but for example, let's talk about training for a bit. Do you train? Do you go to the gym? Do you like it? Why are you doing it? So, uh, most of the people in general probably will say, to keep myself healthy, to keep my body in healthy condition. Fair enough, fine. But uh, are there something different, something more than this? Maybe you wanna look sexy. Is that bad? No. Is that good? Probably no as well. But I the fact that it's not good is not bad. It just exists. You train because you heard that building an attractive body, physique, uh, attracts other people. Uh, then fair enough. Ask yourself this question: do you like how other people look uh, when they are fit? For me personally, yes, I do like how fit girls look. I feel attracted to them just naturally, literally. Not because washed, I brainwashed myself, but just because of our nature. We like fit people. It's just how it goes. Somebody may like fat people, but not me. I don't know, not me. Some people may like skinny people, skinny girls, for example. Yes, I respect every opinion, every preference of every person. There is no point of disrespecting it. But for me, no. It just happens kind of automatically. When a girl is fit, I feel attracted to her. Her physique is nice, and so yeah, probably that makes sense. And if a girl wants to be desirable, she wants to train. If you want to be desirable, you want to train. No matter who you are, male or female, uh, all we can do, we can train. We absolutely can. We have gyms all around the globe. We have lots of gyms. We know how to train. There are limitless amount of videos how we can train, what muscles we can train, what we can do, how we can do it, how we should eat, how we should train. But do we really need it? Ask yourself genuinely this question. Kind of like, mm, probably no, but probably yes. It just depends on you. Do you actually, not because you heard something, not because you watched some social media content and were influenced by it, or you feel jealousy to other people who look, in your opinion, better than you. I don't think that's the best source of motivation to go and train. I don't think so. But does that mean that training is unnecessary and we don't even need to train if we genuinely ask ourselves this question? Fair enough, probably. But on the other hand, if you really like training, just of because of the fact that you are enjoying this moment, in the gym, you are talking to new people, you are training together, you're spending time together, and you're feeling happy right now. You're feeling this amazing feeling that you are alive. And you don't even care about the physique that much. You just enjoy training. And then, of course, you are interested in nutrition. You are interested how macronutrients work. So if you need to lose fat or gain some muscle, you probably know already that you have to eat this amount of calories, that amount of calories, that much of a, that many that much protein or fats or carbs. And when you are genuinely enjoying this process and not tr or desperately trying to obtain this physique, I think that's the much better condition for you to actually start progressing in this area, because you just train, you just eat, and you track your macros if you want, if you enjoy it. But I think you will enjoy it more if you actually stop living for the future. Live now, right now. Just realize, just ask yourself some questions. Go write down something on your on in your phone, in your notebook. Just spend some time in silence with yourself and realize what you really want. What you really want. Do you even need to train? Maybe you will say no. And I was just influenced by all these self-improvement YouTubers that I must train to look good on SMV, the sexual market value. But you don't have to actually if you don't want to. You do not have to train. And on the other hand, if you want to train, you you don't have to not want to train. You don't have to overcomplicate it or just train basically. Enjoy the process. So deep, so strange conversation probably, but I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. I'm here. I'm just thinking in my broken English. Uh, and I like this process because as I'm talking, I'm improving my speaking skills and I'm not even thinking about that I'm using English right now. This is amazing. Okay, so if you need some help, you can drop me a line, drop me a comment. I will try to help you. If you want to build an aesthetic body, if you genuinely think that it is what you need to do, what you want to do right now, how are you feeling about it right now? I can help you. We can have a chat together. You can help me with English if you want. That would be awesome. And yeah, basically that's it. Thank you so much for joining me, for listening to me. I will see you in the next video and have a nice day. And just remember, always remind yourself what you really want, what you really are you enjoying this moment right now. This is the most important thing. Okay, have a nice day. Peace.